Most people don't realize they're in trouble for retirement until they're about 10 years away, and by then, it's almost impossible to fix. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact retirement math that quietly determines whether you're secure or headed for a massive lifestyle drop. And honestly, if you're off by just one number, it could cost you $50,000 a year in retirement income. So today, I'm going to run the numbers with you, calmly, clearly, no hype, no fear tactics. So you can stop guessing and start planning, because that's what we're all about. And it doesn't matter if you're 30, 40, 50, or 60, this video is for you. Now, before we start, quick note, this is education, not personal finance advice. I'm gonna show you the framework and you can plug in your own numbers. Now, let's start with the number everyone thinks they need. How much do you think you need to retire? Drop a comment below right now before we continue. Because in most of my coaching conversations, I hear the same three answers, either $500,000, $1 million, and some people even say, well, look, if my house is paid off, I'll be fine. And there's a retirement guideline you may have heard about before called the 4% rule. Here's what it means in plain English. If you have a diversified portfolio, a starting point many planners use is withdrawing about 4% per year. Then you adjust that amount over time with inflation, lifestyle, and other needs. So let's apply it, and I'm going to show you exactly how it works. Now, I got you in this. If you want everything I'm going to show you in today's video, I'm going to give it to you for free. It's linked in the comments below. Just join my newsletter. We're going to keep you updated on how you can achieve financial independence, and you can plug in your own numbers and follow along with me. So let's start with the $500,000. On the 4% rule, assuming a market growth rate of only 7% per year and an average inflation of 3%, this is what this looks like. You can withdraw $20,000 a year. You grow at $33,000, for example, and you can take out roughly about $1,666 a month. Then every year thereafter, it will adjust for inflation. You can plug in whatever year you desire to retire in. If you have $1 million, for example, that takes you to $40,000 a year or $3,300 a month. But here's the moment people panic, because when they see those numbers, they start realizing something isn't lining up. Uh-oh. Did you feel that way when I showed you those numbers? The lifestyle you might picture and the math that you might actually have are not the same thing. And this is where the $50,000 mistake begins. This is the mistake almost everybody makes. They think, well, look, if I hit $1 million, I'm set, I'm good. But they never reverse the math. And that's what we got to do today. They never ask, how much income do I actually need? How much will Social Security really cover? So they retire, they think they're fine, only to realize they're short about $50,000 a year. I've seen it before, and it's a very scary situation, especially if you have to long-term go into something like nursing care or something like that. It gets very scary. It's not that $1 million isn't a lot of money. It's that $1 million doesn't automatically translate into the lifestyle people imagine. I bet you're thinking right now, geez, if I looked at that $500,000, that was $20,000 a year. Let's be real, $20,000 a year can't afford anything anymore, and you're absolutely right. But we're going to unpackage this very delicately so that you can achieve your desired income, even if it's $100,000 or more per year, in just a moment. Most people do retirement math like this, and we're going to start on a lower income first. They say, I want to spend about $80,000 to $90,000 a year in retirement. And we're not talking about private jets. That's just a normal life with freedom. Now, here's the key question, though. How much of that do you need to come from your investments? Because you might have Social Security, you might have a pension, part-time income, something like that. So let's do a simple example. Let's say you want $90,000 a year to live off of. And let's say between Social Security and everything else, you'll have about $40,000 a year coming in. This means you need your portfolio to cover the gap. So $90,000 minus $40,000, that's $50,000 a year you need from your investments. Now watch this. If you need $50,000 a year from your portfolio and you want to use that 4% framework, you reverse the math. So here we are on this part. Portfolio need, yearly income needed, $50,000 at a 4% withdrawal rate is $1,250,000. You see the $50,000 mistake here? You might save up to $1 million and think I'm good, but where's that $50,000 coming from? $1.2 million is what gets you there. Let's say you don't think Social Security is going to work out and it's going to go bankrupt. So you're going to need 100% of your portfolio. So that's $90,000 a year. Simply put that in, it'll calculate. Now it gets serious. Portfolio balance required when you become free is a minimum of $2.2 million. And that's why not running this math can cost you $50,000 a year. Because if you thought 1 million was automatically enough, but your plan actually needs 1.2 million, you don't just have a small problem. You have a lifestyle gap. And who wants to downgrade their lifestyle when they're finally free of a job? Nobody wants to do that. And when I managed my finances for my mother in her late 70s and 80s, this became very real. I got to experience this firsthand. And we're not talking about luxury. We were talking about groceries, insurance, home repairs, healthcare, things like that. And I remember thinking, wow, this is really what retirement actually cost. So what I want you to do, write down what you think your common lifestyle needs are. Here are a few you can think about. Of course, the easy ones: groceries, insurance, home maintenance, healthcare, property tax, transportation, and yes, travel. Because most people don't want to retire just to sit in their house, especially if you retire early. You want to go see the world, right? Maybe you're like me. You like to go on different cruises. Go kick back on the top deck. Enjoy the sunlight, but you're going to need money for it. And here's what people forget. Even if your house is paid off, which we're big fans of your house being paid off, you still have to deal with property taxes, homeowners insurance, repairs, the roof, a driveway, appliances, all that kind of stuff. The cost of everything of that is always rising too. So we got to be ready for that. So calculate your property tax, your insurance, and emergency fund needs to cover your home into that total income that you need. Last one to think about is healthcare. Because remember, when you retire, even if you retire early, you're kind of out of that employer-sponsored healthcare. You got to go out on your own. And if you're at the age that Medicare is there, a lot of people mentally think Medicare is the option. It helps, but it's not free retirement healthcare. Premiums, supplements, prescriptions, dental, vision, out-of-pocket costs really add up. And what we did for my mother, because of all these things, is we had Medicare Plus, a supplementary plan, which was around $400 a month. But that covered anything that Medicare would not. Something also to think about, but that's $400 a month into your need for the future. Last part, let's talk about taxes. If a lot of your retirement money is in a traditional 401k or an IRA, withdrawals are generally taxable. So the $400,000 number people picture is not always the $40,000 they end up actually spending, or $90,000 in the case that we just looked at. This isn't failure, it's just math most people were never shown. And if hearing this makes you feel a little uncomfortable, good. Not because I want you to be scared, because discomfort is often the moment that clarity finally breaks through denial and forgetting about it until maybe in the future. And trust me, after this video, my goal is to help you in giving you the framework that takes you from uncomfortable to comfortable and smart. So if you feel behind, you're not alone and you're not doomed. You just need the plan. Now, this is the turning point. It's time to talk the plan so we don't have to worry anymore. Because small changes done consistently create huge outcomes. Let me prove it with simple math. If you invest an extra $300 a month starting today, starting this month, it's not nothing. I know that's a lot of money, but it's also not, I won the lottery and I have $1 million. $300 a month invested for the next 20 years at a 7% average rate of return, that's roughly $156,000. Do that for 25 years, that's roughly $243,000. Do that for 30 years, that's roughly $366,000. It's really all based on where you are right now and your age until retirement. And that's one habit, one lever, not even counting the raises that you're going to get, the employer match on a 401k, higher contributions later on. Your goal is to continue to go onward and upward so you can take that $300 a month to maybe $400 or $500 or $600 a month. You don't need to be extreme about it, but understanding how it works really matters. And there are really three types of people that I often encounter. First are the ones who just blindly contribute to their 401k, but they don't really have a plan. That could get dangerous. Second are the ones who assume they're going to figure out retirement later in life. This one's even worse. This was me early in my 20s. I was like, retirement's far off. But if I would have started then, I'd be much further ahead today. The third ones are the ones who understand this math and achieve the financial dream. Those are my kind of people. Let's go back to the chart and turn all of what we just talked about into real, sharp money for retirement. Now we're on to the third tab. Now, again, if you sign up for this, you want to get this absolutely free, down below, there are 3 different tabs on this Excel. Step 1, Step 2, and now we're on to Step 3. So this is the age-based needs. This is what really matters and what is going to separate you from everybody else. This is the key. You got to plug in your current age. Everything in green basically is what we're going to plug in. Your current age, your estimated rate of return, desired ending portfolio, and desired retirement age. Now, I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive. Bear with me. Age, 35. I'll keep it at 7%. Desired ending portfolio, I want $2.5 million. And my retirement age, I want it to be 50 years old. So I only have 15 more years to invest. By the way, I'm not 35, but I wish I was. I have 15 years to invest. My daily investment, if you want to do it on a daily basis, is $263.47 on a 7% rate of return. Converted monthly investment, this one's going to hurt, but it's the math, $8,013 a month. So that is, thanks to being able to have my house paid off and all these different things, I would be able to then put that into an investment to grow and retire in 15 years if I was 35 with a paid off house and no overhead, and I made a lot of money. So this is just one of those things that we need to sit down and say, okay, let's look at this no matter how hard and how scary it might look, but then come up with that plan. You can also go a little bit more aggressive. If you don't like the 7%, you want to use the actual rate of return of the S&P 500 over the last 100 years, you're going to want to put that up to 10%. With that in mind, now you're only down to $6,250 of converted monthly investment. You put that into a good 3-fund portfolio or even just the S&P 500, you're on your way. I have the 3-fund portfolio video linked in the description. You can watch that video after this one. But you take this, you have the $2.5 million, you hop back to step number 1, you put in $2.5 million. We're going to keep all these numbers the same. I can now live off $100,000 a year or $8,300 a month. And that will continue to adjust for inflation. By the way, I'm retiring at 50, and look at that. My money does not run out until I'm 121 years old. Now, that of course assumes that I'm going to live that long, and if I do, I wonder if I'll still be doing YouTube videos. Time will tell. Retirement isn't really about stopping work either. It's about control. Control of your time, control of your stress, control of whether you have to work or you get to choose to work. And the people who understand this math early, they're the ones who end up with that control. So tell me below your age and how much you've invested so far. And I'm going to turn the real numbers from this community into future videos. It's time to trade the corporate ladder for the freedom ladder. Join me by checking out this playlist over here next, and we'll see you on the next video.